My dad's vintage air compressor had a bit of a mishap while moving. It tipped over and broke off the, I guess, cutoff box. There's quite a bit of rust. We're pretty sure this wasn't set up correct, but there was no real reason to go messing with it, changing it up. We will now, but here's a little bit of a corrosion going on. Here's that information. It's kind of cool. And so I pulled the top of it off. It's pretty cool. There's a piece of felt inside. There's an air filter. That was the air that goes into the tank through a copper line. There's a neat flat belt and a Westinghouse motor. Pretty cool. I think so. Anyhow, so the piston, I was curious as to the condition after I don't know how many years. So it's got 2 piston rings, a significant amount of crud on the piston itself. So I'll clean that up. Try to, yeah, that gasket's loose. There's some felt. There's a felt string here for oil. Story was, for a while, this ran without oil. It's been oiled fairly regularly since, but I don't know. It's doesn't show. I'll have to get a light. Angle that just right. Pretty darn clean. Oh, smooth. Anyhow, the rubber that used to be a shock mount is completely just squishy. So I gotta replace those. See if I can get that out. I want to check inside the tank, see how much corrosion is in the bottom, if I can safely use this tank. I want to get this completely cleaned up, relubricated, and get all the pieces parts just clean. I don't want to make the brass shiny because it's an old compressor and it will continue to appear to be an old compressor with poor maintenance, even though it is getting the maintenance needed. So it will look all rough, but in reality be perfectly serviceable. So the air tank for the compressor checks out good. It holds 125 psi. It's the max I can currently pressurize it to. And so the tank for the air compressor is good. I scrubbed it down, degreased it, and painted it. Needs another couple coats, but it's running out. I'm gonna order all new black pipe fittings. I'm gonna rebuild its base. The rubber is kinda gummy, and yeah, that's kinda nasty. So I'm gonna get this stuff off. I've ordered replacement isolation material. Waiting on that to arrive. Yeah, that's just kinda ew. I'm gonna clean the wood off as much as I can, see if I can't draw some oil out of it with acetone. Might just make a whole new base. I want to add wheels, make it easy to move around. I think it's like a 50 psi max cutoff on this, so really only can fill tires with it. But I'd like to be able to move it around a little bit easier. I'm sure Dad would too. And while waiting on pieces parts for the compressor, I've got this old Coleman 425 gas stove. Don't know much about it yet. Haven't looked up the operating instructions, but I believe it's a kerosene stove. Really old. So this tank is supposed to be pressurized. That is the pump for to pressurize it. And right now it is not working. And well, also the fill cap is missing. But I ordered replacement parts. So, a nice new fill cap with gasket. And I ordered a complete pump rebuild kit, I guess. And also a leather cup. I'm going to try using the original everything and just replace the cup. If that doesn't work out, I've got this. Which, yeah, a little short. It's for a different model. Thought it was for 425. Probably not. Oh well. Hopefully this is all she needs. Well, there's your problem. No wonder she don't work. That leather cup saw better days decades ago. And so, guess that seals and unseals it for pumping purposes. Fits down inside there. Then deep down in there, which you're not going to see, is a check valve that I'll probably also have to pull out. Yeah, let me see if I can't disassemble this without destroying it. Good news. That is threaded. So all we've got to do is stick the washer on. Alright. So this goes in to the center. Okay, screws in. There. It's closed as indicated by the arrow. There's going to be two hands. That goes in there. These are pumped up. Get the little retainer back on there. I'm supposed to oil it. Now I just gotta find where I can get some kerosene. I've got a kerosene can, but it's empty. It has pressure. This Coleman stove, model 425, as far as I can tell, dates to the late 1940s. Well, I'm going to have to get whatever device this goes in. Can't let it go to waste. More neat old Coleman camping gear.